So Ryan, the first 2 weeks, I guess, of pre-season have ended. What have you made of the first couple of weeks back?
To be fair, obviously it's my 12th or 13th pre-season now, I'm not sure which one, but it's pretty much what I expected. Really tough start. It's a test of the mental strength really, but yeah, it's one of them, pretty much used to it now. It's just about getting through the first few weeks. And yeah, I'm just glad obviously the games are starting to come in now.
You're no stranger to the Gaffer's pre-seasons or training methods, but how tough is it to kind of get back into the swing of things?
Well, I think obviously we ended last season on such a high. Obviously lads would have gone away with the families and the friends and had a nice break, and obviously the first few weeks are about blowing the cobwebs off, but obviously in today's game everybody comes back relatively fit, and I think obviously some of the new boys like Paddy and that have said what a fit group it is, and obviously that comes from the gaffer and the coaches and the training that we do, and yeah, so obviously we're back in now and we're raring to go.
And obviously a few new signings coming in the door. How have they integrated already with the group?
Oh, great. Obviously it's well known that the group's a great group. Obviously they've come in, they're a good lads themselves, and obviously it is what it is. They come in, they train hard, they work well, and that's all the gaffer wants. That's what the gaffer's so good at. He signs players that are going to fit into the group well.
And does it make a difference to kind of like the mental state that you're preparing for a season in the Football League than you would be in the National League?
Oh yeah, obviously it's going to be a step up in standard, but I think the gaffer only focuses on us really. He always says, as long as we can be the best we can be and as fit as we can be, then obviously I'm sure the players will do the job on the pitch as seen most weeks last season.
And like I said, 2 weeks into pre-season now, a week in Spain and a week back here in North Derbyshire. What do you prefer? Do you prefer the sunnier climates, or do you prefer a bit more rain and a bit more English weather?
Look how pale I am, and that tells the answer to that, but no. Obviously it's great getting away with the lads. Obviously when you're doing the running and the hard work, it's not nice, but obviously like you said, it blows the cobwebs off. But yeah, it's just good to be back at the training ground. Obviously that's looking really well, and obviously we're coming into the ground every day and seeing the improvements here, so it's a real lift, yeah, and I'm sure I can feel it all around the place. Everyone just can't wait to get going.
You had a couple of injuries towards the end of last season that just kind of derailed your season a little bit. How are you feeling now coming back in and hopefully with a clean bill of health?
Yeah, I mean obviously my ankle's feeling good. It was a bit of a wounder for me really the first time I'd done my ankle, and I worked really hard to get back from that with Ben the physio and George the sports scientist, and then obviously I came back and I felt like I was getting back to what I was doing before, and unfortunately it happened on the same ankle again, the same sort of tackle. But yeah, hopefully that's feeling all good now and moving forward. Yeah, I just want to get as fit as I can be.
And moving into the pre-season fixtures now, start of 6 pre-season fixtures, starting at Matlock, obviously a well-known one for the Chesterfield fans. How much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I mean obviously it's the first game. Obviously it doesn't really matter who it's against, it's just the lads can't wait to get going. Obviously it's a local one, so it's good for the fans, and it's good for all the fans going down to Matlock, and it's good for Matlock that themselves as well. So yeah, obviously we just can't wait to get going now.
And one at your former club as well in Scunthorpe at the start of August. You must be looking forward to that one.
Yeah, obviously I played for Scunthorpe for a bit, although I didn't really play that many games while I was there. But yeah, hopefully we can go there and we can put on a big performance.
And lastly, over the last week, obviously the fixtures have been released, the cup competitions have been drawn. Are there any fixtures that have kind of caught your eye?
Obviously, like the first game of the season, I mean, we're under the lights, we're on tally. That's a massive one. I think obviously a lot of the lads look straight to Boxing Day, and unfortunately we're away. But obviously we'll prepare properly for that. And then there's a couple of local ones. Obviously, I played for Crewe Port Vale, was where I was brought up and supported them as a young lad. So that's a nice one. But listen, they're all going to be tough games this season, and I think we're going to put on the work this pre-season, and I'm sure we'll be ready.